Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. Welcome to another episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, click the link below, get your free AI resource. The resource is free, everything in the resource is free, and you'll be able to learn much more about AI than we can do in these short segments. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we're going to do a little bit of a potpourri today, meaning a few different things. So the first is, there was an article that came out this week that said brain-computer interfaces have become a practical but limited reality in the U.S. Synchron says it has become the first in the country to implant a BCI in a human patient. Like everything else with AI, we're going to see there's a little controversy about this in a minute. But doctors at New York's Mount Sinai West implanted the company's stentrode in the motor cortex of a participant in Synchron's command trial, which aims to gauge the usefulness and safety of BCIs for providing hands-free device control to people who are severely paralyzed. Ideally, the technology like stentrode, it's a hard to say word, will offer independence to people who want to email, text, and otherwise handle digital tasks that everyone else takes for granted. Surgeons installed the implant using an endovascular procedure that avoids open brain surgery by going through the jugular vein. The operation went extremely well and let the patient return home 48 hours later. An ongoing Australian trial has also proved successful so far, with 4 patients still safe a year after receiving their implants. It may take a long time before doctors can offer Synchron's BCIs to patients. The company received FDA approval for human trials in July of 2021, and it's still expanding these trials. Still, the U.S. procedure represents a significant step toward greater autonomy for people with paralysis. So, a couple of quick comments. Number one, obviously, this is a very good thing for people with severe paralysis. And how does it relate to AI? Well, it uses AI to interpret the commands and execute them on a connected device. That's why. Elon Musk's Neuralink has yet to receive FDA permission for its own implant. So then there was a comment from someone who read the article that said, "This story is misleading. Synchron is amazing, and this procedure marked the first U.S. patient implant in Synchron's command trial is not the first BCI. Many BCIs have been implanted through BrainGate clinical trials using BlackRock's Utah Array BCI. This is an endovascular implant, which is a much less invasive procedure. Accordingly, the communication rate is significantly slower than that of a BCI implanted directly into the brain. These details are important." I'll have to research that more to find out what that's about, because to be honest, I'm not totally sure. But the reader seems to indicate that a bunch of other BCIs have already been done in the U.S. We shall see. I will update you on that one. Now, as a follow-up on something I've done at least 2 episodes on, which is AI in Africa. The AI Media Group from South Africa has released the State of AI in Africa report. It offers an analytical insight into the growing artificial intelligence sector in Africa, a topic that has not been fully explored up till now. We have explored it before. This unique report contains statistics and trends offering an in-depth look at key factors and communities driving the ecosystem across the continent. Launched last month at the Council for Scientific Industrial Research in Pretoria, South Africa, this 32-page report is crucial for anyone who's looking to really understand the dynamics of the AI market in Africa. Africa's tech market is growing at an incredibly fast rate. The number of companies being launched and founded is exponential in the last 10 years. Exponential growth for an exponential technology. Africa is currently at a massive turning point, and supporting AI makes the region ripe with opportunity for a better future. The interesting thing about this is that Africa is uniquely positioned to leapfrog current technology and use AI to jump over all of the legacy stuff that Western Europe and the US and Australia, New Zealand, all these other countries, and even China have in place. What do I mean by that? Well, a truly distributed AI-driven power grid, a truly AI-driven transportation infrastructure, because the transportation infrastructure in parts of Africa are still quite limited. So they can leapfrog older technologies like the old mechanically driven traffic lights and all that stuff and go straight to AI versions. So this is cool. And it shows once again that Africa is a continent whose time has come. I've talked on previous videos about how Africa will end up being the last low-cost manufacturing center on planet Earth. And AI certainly will play a part in that as well. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Click the link below, get your free resource. Also, check out my book on Amazon, The Beginner's Guide to AI. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.